हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू द जावास्क्रिप्ट ट्यूटोरियल। हम लोग का जो नॉर्मल फंक्शन होता है उसमें दिस हाउ इट बिहेव्स आई हैव shown the example in the last video, but now I'll try to show how it behaves differently in the arrow function. So I'll just give an overview of this keyword. This will refer to a object. Maybe it will be the global or window object, or it will refer to that particular object where a function or a method is defined. So we have seen an example that is like print ticket, then the function, then I'm trying to call this function. So it was giving me this calculate, right? Yeah. But when you try to write this function as an arrow function, then we'll check what will happen. Okay. So the difference you can check it out. So previously the normal function it was giving me the calculate, but now it's giving me undefined. So the arrow function don't mind this. Actually, it don't own this. This value of arrow function inherit from the parent scope. If you try to access this inside a arrow function, then this will come from the parent scope. तो इसका parent क्या है? इसका parent है global or window object. Then that global object dot name it will give me undefined, right? But when I try to get here, it is giving me empty object from this the Visual Studio Code. But if we try to access the same thing in a console, then see it is referring to the window object. So I'm just making it as a function. Then inside that I'm just writing one function like const inner, then this, then I'm just consoling log inside the inner function. Then we can do this dot the name. This inner function. If I see what will happen, we can check it. Yeah. So you can see the inside print function it is giving me calculate. So when we use this keyword in arrow function, the value of the arrow function inherit from the parent scope. Okay. So we'll take some example to understand how this work for the arrow function. Okay. We have taken on example the movie object. Then I just given one function print ticket, and inside the print ticket function we have declared the function inner one. Inside the inner one we have created one arrow function that is called inner, and then later on I am calling movie object dot print ticket. So what is happening? So in here what this will give the result? What do you think? So it will print undefined this dot name. Why it's printing undefined? So when JavaScript engine will start the execution, it will create the global execution context. Okay, the global execution context. Now what is happening when we are calling the function print ticket function? So print ticket function means this is again the function execution context. Function execution context. In here this is available. So this is referring to this movie object till now. Like inside this function, we are calling the inner one function. The inner one function means again it's creating another function execution context that is called inner one function execution context it's creating. Okay, inside this again we are creating inner arrow function, means again it's creating again function execution context, right? So in here this is try to check if there is this dot name is there from the parent scope or not. parent scope मतलब ए हो गया, इसमें तो दिस हम लोग रेफर क्या करेंगे, इसमें तो दिस रेफर करेगा विंडो ऑब्जेक्ट को, राइट? बिकॉज the print ticket function in here the this is available and this is referring to the movie object, but in the inner one function this is referring to the window object. So when we try to access from the arrow function it is always give undefined. This is will give undefined. Okay, let's see the program now. We have just we have written here to test it. Okay, so this is a print ticket. Inside the print ticket this, then again inside the print this is the inner one. Let's see what is happening. Node. So you can see the first print ticket one is giving the object, the movie object. The second inner one it is printing the global object or window object. Now if you'll call this movie object print ticket function, we can see what is happening. So first print ticket function it is giving this object, the name, print ticket, the function, whatever. The inner one means this one. So this one, this is referring to the window object. So like when you are trying to access inside this, because this dot name nothing will come, that's why it's giving undefined. Okay, now we'll move to the second example. The second example we can see this is the movie object one, and inside that we have declared a function print ticket, and inside that we have created another object, and inside the object 2 we have created name Kalki 2. Inside object 2 we have created another function inner one, and inside inner one again we created the inner arrow function. So what do you think, like what it gives here? So first the global execution context is created. Okay, global execution context. In here we can see uh, so when it write the object it will see the name will be defined like Kalki. Okay, so the Kalki 1 is available here, name. Then again when it created the print ticket, so when it execute the print ticket function then it will create the function execution context print ticket, right? In here this movie object is available, this in this scope the movie object 1 is available. So now again in this print ticket there's an object also there in the scope, object 2. Okay, so if I'm creating the inner one function means again it will create the function execution context. So in the function execution context this object is available here, because if we'll do this then this is available. If we'll call the inner function then it will create again a function execution context. So function execution context when you try to see, so like the function execution context it will try to inherit the data from the parent scope for the this, right? So that means this will try to find out like whatever the this is there. Now this is referring to this object 2. So like this dot name, it will come like a Kalki 2. Just copy, paste it here. I'm calling this movie object 1 dot print ticket. See, see, it's giving Kalki 2, right? In example 3, you can see we have created one object movie object 2. Inside that we have created another object move object 2. Inside the name we have declared Kalki 2 and we have created the inner function. What do you think, like in here this dot name what it prints? First it's creating the global execution context, right? Global execution context. In here you can see only the name, the Kalki has been defined. So in example 3 we have created movie object 2. Inside that we can see that this will refer to the window or global object. Inside that we have created another object, object 2. Inside the object 2 we just calling the inner function, and that is like arrow function. So the global execution context, so this is the global execution context. This is referring to the window. So like when we are calling the inner function, it will create the function execution context, and from the function execution context this dot name, right? So it will try to just uh, inherit the this from the parent. So इस parent में this क्या है? इस parent में this तो window है ना, तो इसको this dot name तो undefined ही आएगा. I think with the three examples we got to know how we should use this keyword in the arrow function. If you don't understand, please let me know so that so if we run example 3 in the Visual Studio, then you can see like what is giving. Now object 2 dot inner. See, it's giving undefined as we have discussed. Thank you for watching the video. If you do like, please subscribe the channel. Have a nice day. We'll meet in the next session.